Okay, there you go.
The recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What you get to tell me? How you know you're recording? Oh, yeah, moving. Say something. Something beautiful to your wife. Do. What you doing? Hi, everyone. How you doing? This is my husband, Kenyatta Kenny, and our YouTube channel is Experience Liberia. We want to say thank you to everyone out there watching, like, subscribe. I want to say thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And I know that my husband been numb. He ain't been putting out a lot of content out there. But we're going to try our best to put as much as we can. Like I said, he's the boss man. So when he ready, Ellie with me will put content out all the time, every day, but sometimes he will be that slow down, babe. So
Y'all don't know my wife. One thing about a Liberian, this Liberian woman here, on her mind and on something, she'll get you started and she jump from place to place. As men, we can multitask, but we want, if we multitask, we want to know at least one or at least half or a quarter of the project is done. We can just get started and she on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Got 50 irons in the pot, and then she wonder why she going through this, she's stressed. No, you're not going to stress me. I've been in the military too long to let them stress me. Look, I've been failing. By the look at my beard, I've been failing. These children feel me.
guys, there you have it.
No. But on a serious note, like my wife said, we thank all the supporters that's been helping us thus far. We thank everything that y'all have done, because without you guys, it would be no us. We're new to actually trying to edit and put stuff together. I don't like to really put stuff out choppy and this stuff like that, but on some of the videos you can see when we trying to get adjusted to equipment and everything else, because I'm not that computer savvy. I had done downloaded free editorial materials to try to edit. I guess it's got to be in the practice, but for me, I got to be a hands-on guy, because when I'm doing something and I don't know what I'm doing by myself, I mess it up because I'm going to skip a step. So, but we'll get there. So this is just a trial and error video of what we're doing. I'm Ken, this is Kika, and Experience Liberia. We created this channel. For those who don't know, we created this channel because my wife, she's Liberian, and we was going back to Liberia, and me being here in America, always wanted to go back to Africa, or go to the continent of Africa. I thought it would be great to show and highlight the positiveness of Liberia instead of what you see, because most cases they always show the negative, and you have negative everywhere. And she can attest to that. When she came to America, she didn't even know that there was homeless people here, because they don't show that. So, like I said, we can showcase, and if you really want to be real, you can show the good and the bad of a place, but this is never to try to mask the problems or the social ills of Liberia and try to discount the poverty, the social ills of Liberia. Is that we have that everywhere. They just don't showcase that. When you go to Hawaii, all people think about is Hawaii, the beach, but they don't know the significant amount of homeless people that's there, that's down in Honolulu. So you can see bad everywhere you go. And we need to stop always trying, oh, this place, you got the same thing, especially if you're in America, you in Europe, over there in London, there is a downtrodden, a poorer class everywhere you go.
It is.
It's a poor class everywhere you go. But what they don't show is the unification, how well the people of melanated skin in Africa are doing for themselves. And that's what we want to showcase. We want to network with people that was doing good in the communities, jobs, buildings, infrastructure, all of that. That's what we really want to highlight and showcase. So I'm a firm believer in doing and helping and working with our own, because for so long we have seen the blueprint of other races working together, and I know that we can do the same thing. So this is no, for all my friends out there of different races, this is no type of slight or anything about that. It's just being real and being fair about our reality and what others that look like me reality is that we too can build, we too are brilliant minded, we too know how to invest, we too can do all the things that you guys are doing. And to be truthful of the matter is that we was the originators of this and gave you the sciences and the arts and the knowledge of doing it. It just so happened we lost our way, and those that's in Africa, they still are maintaining those practices and keeping with traditions, and some are adapting with the times and moving forward. And so this is what we want to highlight and showcase, and we want to talk about our experience going in Liberia as her, for being that she's been in America for how many years, baby? 30?
Almost 30.
30 years?
Almost 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is just something that we wanted to do and talk about. You know, for us, we how would you say, baby? What are we? We not. We simple people, you know. We like anything else. I mean, we're normal. We like nice things, and we like to take care of
Joke around. Right. Sometimes you will see some video. We, my husband, myself, we are friends. First of all, when we started our relationship, it was joke around. We play around a lot, and that's the foundation of our marriage. That my husband and myself, we joke a lot. So sometimes, some video you might see, that's who we are. I mean, sometimes you see him dancing, cracking joke, talk stuff. That's always that's it. I mean, it mean no harm, but that's how it been for over 20 years. So I mean, I used to it. Sometimes he talk about my country, and sometimes I see something to him. So I mean, as time goes on, you're really going to know actually about experience Liberia. I like to be behind the scene. I'm not camera person. So most time when you guys just see him when he asks me a question, sometimes I'm not feeling it, and like he tried to put me on the spot.
That's it.
So,
but break her out.
Yeah, but I am not a camera person. I'm always love to be behind the scene. I love to do things behind the scene. So once in a while you will see me. I will come on here and do some little chatting, talking like that. But like my husband said, that is this channel is all about our experience, or our experiences that we go through daily, and both sides of the world, me being African and he being American. So it's like an eye-opening.
Correction. African American.
Okay. African American and me being African. So it was kind of two worlds coming together. And by me coming over here, and what I saw on TV is totally different than me seeing it in person with my two eyes. So it was eye-opening. Likewise as him. He going back to the continent and seeing Liberia, where I came from, and seeing how people live, and seeing the both sides. Because what we The show over here is just this woman carrying baby on her back, no clothes, flies and that kind of stuff. It's hard to see the both sides, that they got poor and they got rich in Africa. So, and that's the same thing when I was in Liberia. That's the same majority of what we saw on television was this tall building. I mean, the street look good. They don't show homeless people and all that kind of stuff. So when I came over, that's when I saw the both sides. That, oh, they got poor people. Not everybody rich in America. They got some poor people. They got some rich people. Likewise as Africa. So, I mean, by he going to Liberia and seeing that was an eye-opening for him. Because same thing on TV is totally different by you seeing in person with your own eyes. Then from there, then you can look at the situation in a way that, like, wow, I was being lied to. So, like I said, that we just want to just share our experiences on both sides, being African and married to an African American. So that's what it's about. It's not about showing up and those kind of stuff. No, we just enjoy experiencing each other, life, just the different two sides, and that's the best part about that. And God was able to bless us with 4 beautiful children. Hopefully, we're hoping that they're going to, well, they are going to go to Liberia to see where their mom came from. And they said they want to go because when we came back and we saw, they saw a video, like we said, those videos that we did in Liberia also help our children, because what our children see on TV is totally different. So it was eye-opening, and also about having a home over there. So it was like, wow, is that Liberia? Is that Africa? So they kind of excited to go and see it with their own eyes, and we're looking forward to that. So experience Liberia is just our experience daily. Us being in America, we show some stuff in America, and most still, we pray that if we having to go home back to Liberia, we're going to do more foolish at this time, more content and all kind of stuff like that. But like I said, I love to be in the back. I'm not a camera person, but he trying to get me, trying to groom me to bring me to the camera. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So,
yeah, as you see, guys, we still getting ready, putting this piece on to hook up the microphone, so when we do come over there, we're able to talk, be on the go, and have a microphone. So that's what we're doing. We're taking it slowly for surely. We're not rushing anything. We're trying to get it together.
Chilling in the back, yeah. Just hanging around. He's doing his thing, and that's it. That's all we're doing. Okay. But we would like to say thank you guys so very much. Thank you. We are learning gradually. Like my husband said, that we're new to the YouTube thing, but he already been doing his best. So, and I'm proud of him. So that's what we are. But we're trying to get it together.
We're proud of each other.
Okay.
So, I want to make correction. I'm not just an African American. I am a Mozambican African American. Thanks to the AfricanDNA.com. Well, I don't know. Is it a .com or African DNA? Yeah, my African DNA. Yeah, my African DNA. some close to this time last year, the kids bought me my African DNA set, and I did my paternal side, and that's how I found out that I was Mozambican. I was 99.9. That's what it was, right? Or 99.6. Yeah, 99.6% Makawa Mozambican, which is the largest tribe in Mozambique. So, still plan on taking my maternal side and find out where my parents' side, my mother's side come from. And I know it's not big to a lot of people, but it's something that I wanted to do, something that I've been yearning to do, to know where my people actually come from. It's a great honor to know that, the line and carry on the lineage of who you are as a people. And for a lot of the African Americans that's here in America do not know where they come from. They just heard that Africa. And we know that with the study that we have been shown now, that Africans was already here, or melanated people that look like me, which was belonging to the Native Americans, which I do know from what we was told on my mother's side, that her dad was her grandmother from her dad was full-blooded Cherokee. So that's some of that. But it's a journey. It's all about connecting the dots, because who don't want to know their past? I mean, it may not be for everybody, but it's for me. And now that I can connect, and now you can understand too, once you get to knowing that history, why you do certain things, or why certain things is done in your family, because of the ancestors have, without you even knowing it, it comes out. The things that you do, your mannerisms, coming like for farming and all that stuff. Just so happened that my grandfather was farming, but that was something that the Makawas did too back over in Mozambique. So, you know, a lot of stuff it can connect. It can bring you closer. For me, it actually did. It brought me closer to realizing that I know that and I know some people would say, well, you should be relevant whether you know or not. But no, because when you see most cases, think about why they did what they did. Why was it to the point to you actually get kidnapped and then you get shredded of all the information that you ever knew, your history, your culture. If it wasn't important, they wouldn't have done it. So for those that's out there saying that, that's totally wrong. That's totally false. Yeah, true enough. Now, what happened, you can move on. But this is just me personally. By you knowing that, it actually helps you to connect the dots and why you do certain things that you do. Because when my wife came and I took her to Mississippi to visit my grandfather where I grew up at, and we was out at my auntie's house on her property, and they got a big garden. I'm talking about a huge garden. So people just pulled up and just came. They didn't walk into the house. They just pulled up, honked the horn, and said, "Hey, Linda, you mind if I go out here and pick some out of the garden?" And she said, "Girl, go help yourself." And so that blew my wife's mind to see that. She said, "Wow." She said, "We do that in Africa." So a lot of the things that we do is really connected, and we don't even know, you know, why. Some people say, "Oh, well, that's just a Southern thing of being Southern." Okay. Think about all the hatred that they instilled in us as those that was slaves, right? And they taught us, they pitted us against each other. Why do we have a mind mentality to share? Or why did my auntie have a mind mentality to share? When she went out there and farmed and bust the ground and planted that, why should somebody else come reap the benefits of that? Because it's not in our nature. It's never been in our nature. to be selfish, to be hateful, despicable. All of these things is come from the construct that they put us in, and they make us think that we gotta be a certain way, you know. But when you look at all the rest of them come together, so if we doing this with the food aspect of coming and sharing food, what about resources in the community? So we used to do that. We used to be able to, you know what I'm saying, if everybody's in the community, everybody who had something, then nobody go without. So, and that's a tradition that when you go to Africa, you will see it. The hospitality, food, anything, clothes, they will share it. They will break bread with you.
Speaks.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's deeper than what a lot of people think, you know what I'm saying? And it's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But the connection is there, you know, why we are into the rhythm of the music, the clothing, the fashion, you know what I'm saying? Don't kid yourself, man. When you look at our culture as whether it be African American or African, nobody can touch it on the planet. I mean, can't touch it with a 10-foot pole, because the richness, the soul that we put into what we do and how we do it, you know. And then, trust me, what do we have in common? We don't have a lot. But those that's in poverty, what? They go out there, they enjoy themselves, and they have fun, and you'll never know. The mindset, you know, yeah, everybody go through, but they're content. And yeah, and then it'll be a lie if somebody say they don't want better. That's just they're just lying, and they're not being truthful. Everybody wants better, but their mindset is that they're not trying to really go and, how can I say it? Because you have some of those. They're content. They're content, I should say. They're content to the sense that they can go out there and everybody can get together and have fun for that short period of time. So, but we just thought we'd do this little intro. Now we'll have to figure out how to get it from the phone, from the camera, and actually upload it and try to put it down on YouTube. The next one would be the next one would be, what did we say we wanted to do? How is it being married to someone from a different culture? How is it being married to a Liberian, and the same as her being married to an African American? I think that'll be the next one that we'll do. I'll try to bring you guys to give you some insight on what it is. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Make sure you share, because we're trying to do a lot more. Trust me. Once we get on ground, we're going to do a lot more. One, we was new of being there and dealing with the data situation, and I didn't actually know anything about trying to edit and upload videos, so some of that is my fault for that, but no excuses. Military don't teach us to get excuses. It teaches us to adapt and overcome and find a solution. And by the time we did try to find a solution, it was too late, because it was time to go back home, and we was working on my in-laws and project, our project we had going on, so we missed a lot of great footage, but we got plenty of projects up in the works. So please share and help us get to that 1,000, help us do the things that we need to do so we can bring you more content. And we're doing this because we want to do it. You know, we really want to do it. It's not to the simple fact of us trying to come in and try to, this is just to enlighten and to really change the mindset and perspective of others around, you know. So this is not no thing, we have retired, we living good, this is not no hustle, this is for the love to enlighten people, to encourage, to enrich, to educate, and to show them a different side of Africa and show them a different side of Liberia. So, with that being said, we love you guys, and we thank you, and continue to support us, share, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment.
Yeah.
So, and we thank you guys. All right.
Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.